What's up, everybody? Welcome to another KYC virtual meetup. I am Danielle, and I'm here with a very special guest today. Before we kind of get into everything, I just want everyone to check in, tell us where you're listening from today. If you're in the outskirts of Kentucky in any shape or form, east, west, north, south, all the areas, let us know right here in the comments so we can kind of address and give you proper shout outs. If you are listening from the Bluegrass area, very special welcome. That's kind of where we're centrally located right now. So I'm super excited that you're here. And I kind of want to have a few announcements before we kind of get started because we have a lot of cool things getting ready to happen. So for people who don't know, we are getting ready to start an in-person meetup for our quarterly March session. So I'm really excited to share. Our in-person meetup is going to be in Shelbyville, Kentucky for an Airbnb tour of the Bottled and Bond Luxury Loft. Y'all, I'm so hyped for this. This was like something that I was really trying to do last year. Wasn't able to kind of put it all together. But here we are, Thursday, okay? Thursday, March 28th at 6:30 p.m. We are going to seriously have an exclusive tour to visit this amazing loft. It's so beautiful and gorgeous. We'll have a little bit of light bites, some little drinks, things along those lines. But I am excited for this particular one because it's finally happening where we're able to do more in-person stuff. So this is super cool for me. And to kind of wrap up all the cool things happening in and around the space, but remember to vote by February 9th for your KYC teammates. We've got a lot right now for Smiley Pete's Best of Lex, including this guy that's talking today, Bradley Marlowe. I'm super excited for y'all to continue voting and doing all the things there. February community reel, our January reel didn't work out as well as we wanted to. So we're going to slingshot it straight to February with a community reel. I'm telling you the prompt early. Show us what you're in love with. Okay. That could be anything. Surprise us. Put it on brand. Put it on whatever. A favorite product, food, whatever. And of course, we have more influencer opportunities. These are for premium members. So I gave you a little bite. For January, and it's got a lot of cool opportunities for you all, but these are exclusive just to our premium members. So if you want more opportunities like what you just saw in the January newsletter, you're going to have to be a premium member. So check that out. And of course, all of our members get digital creative resources on our members page if you're logged in directly, and the KYC virtual meetup playlist where this video will also live. It dates all the way back to 2019. Oh, I feel really old. So there you have it. All right. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Okay. So this person, 2023 Kentucky Creative of the Year. He is an equestrian, a world traveler, and of course, he's an amazing, vivacious social media personality. Welcome, Bradley Marlowe.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so happy you're doing this, Danielle.
Oh, thank you. This is just one way that we can connect with each other. So I've got questions, and I know many of you in here may have questions. So I'm going to start putting a few in here, but I really just kind of want to know, how did you get even started in this, Bradley? And can you tell us the moment when you knew that you were like, I'm in this for real?
Well, I was married to someone that we traveled a lot. I was an equestrian, horses, so it all came naturally. And that's when I started influencing, but it didn't happen for a profession or a job until a year and a half ago. So 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago, I met the Hurtado family, Giuseppe and Genesis and Andreas, which has the biggest television show in Peru. And then I became friends with the daughters, and then we started doing stuff together. They were already huge influencers. And I started going on the TV show in Peru. They flew me there for a guest host, and all that stuff started dwindling down to influencing. And then a year and a half ago, I went through a bad divorce. And I said to myself, how am I going to support myself and do something, that I love? And influencing and promoting businesses is the way that I found to start a business when I thought that I did not know what I was going to do and did not know if I had a future or anything, because I lived my life following him around, which was an older, successful person. And then I had to start building a life and a career for myself. And that's what I started doing a year and a half ago, professionally.
Oh my goodness. So did you have like the aha moment? Like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm doing this legitly. Like, I'm for real.
I mean, at one point, I didn't know where I'd be living or anything. I was like, but the one thing I did say, I'm moving back to Lexington, Kentucky, where I'm from. And I am so happy I came back to Lexington because every place has been arms open. And I met you and Marie Pullen and many other people that's helped me along the way.
Oh, I love this so much.
Mhm.
And shout out to Marie McLean. Thank you, girl. We love being a KYC business member with you. I absolutely love your story. And I think it meets a lot of people where they are. For many digital creators, for many influencers, we come to a space where it's like, I'm in a need, I have a need, I have a desire. And it's just a matter of how hungry we are, right? To kind of claim it and then start doing it. So I
I
love
was hungry and I was desperate for a profession. So this is how I went into head first and going on until I made something of myself. And I feel like I'm doing that. And I can't, and I owe it to everyone who follows me and to people like you for helping me.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that, I mean, honestly, like it blows my mind. Honestly, I feel like in a lot of areas, people just assume, Bradley is established. He's been doing this for a while, all the things, which you are. But I feel like the come up story, right? The origin story. Many people don't know that. So I'm so glad that you shared that with us today. Thank you.
And that's something I normally don't talk about because it's kind of, I try to be positive all the time and not negative. And I feel like that's a negative story, but it's not, because it's a positive story in the long run, because it helped me pursue what I wanted to do. And it's influencing and promoting businesses.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this kind of leads straight into my next question was, now that you knew what you wanted to do, were there certain tips that really helped you grow?
Tips: meeting people, networking. You've got to go out there. It's very difficult to be an influencer and stay at home. You've
Mhm.
got to get out there and meet people, meet the business owners, meet your followers and stuff like that. People just think that influencers just stay at home or just go to events all the time. No, it's just randomly walking through the summit and meeting people who follow you and people who wants to share their stories with you, and going through, to the restaurants that I love to go to. And I meet people all the time, and networking is the biggest part of becoming an influencer.
Oh, I completely agree, which is why we try so hard to like boost more events, put
Mhm.
people in places with other brands that are in and out the outskirts around Kentucky. I absolutely love so much your latest video, and your latest pieces with the summit have been so inspiring. I absolutely love all your sweater wear. Like, you need to have like a line, like for real.
I do need a line. I love Anissa from the summit. She's the marketing person. She is doing such a great job to try to make the summit even better than it is. And
Yes.
she and I have been working together, and I love the summit and Anissa.
Oh, I love it. Yes. All about the people that you meet. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to open this up to some more questions. If you all have questions for Bradley, now is the time to put them in the chat. We want to hear if you have any specific questions in around maybe resources or things that he does, or maybe some tips and tricks that we haven't thought of to ask, but you are dying to ask. I'm going to keep the questions going because I have a hot take question. So
Okay.
you can choose between one of the two. Hot take on the end of the influencer era, or SEO versus hashtag use.
Hashtag use.
All right. What's your hot take?
You've got to select the most current hashtags possible. And some people say you don't even need hashtags, but I do use hashtags, and I do feel like there is a need for hashtags. It helps people find you better when they're looking for something specifically. So if they're luxury, people love luxury, people love anything tagged with influencing, blogging and stuff like that, because they really do want to know what we have to say. And those hashtags are very important. I don't put a gazillion.
Mhm.
Probably put 6 to 8 hashtags on everything that I post.
Oh,
And
I love
they're
that.
all very important. You've got to
Mhm.
figure out which one's being shared the most, because when you put the hashtag in, they pop up with how many, millions or 5,000. You always select the highest one, and one that's the most relevant to the video you're posting.
This is great. I hope y'all are eating this up. Take notes, y'all, because this is like so good. I feel like this helps especially new beginners who are just kind of getting started in this game or getting started with any type of influence or anything. Hashtags is a strong game. I love that you say this.
Mhm.
I'm going to show a comment from Marie because I know she's in here. Hi, Marie.
Hello.
I love that she says you constantly comment and support others. How much time do you spend in a day networking online?
It is a full-time job.
Yeah.
Working, engaging, responding to the comments that people post on my post, responding to all the people who sends me private messages, and engaging with other in their social media platforms. I try to show love. So I'm embarrassed to say, but I probably spend 60 hours a week responding to people and engaging with other people and going engaging with other people's accounts for them.
Oh, wow.
Spend a lot of time.
Wow.
We're engaged the social media activity on your phone. I don't even look at it anymore because I'm like, oh my God, this is a lot of hours a day.
Right. I can only imagine the notification feed, right? Like,
I finally had to turn my notifications off because, now you can click like on all the stories and stuff. So sometimes I think my phone's ringing. So I'll pick up my phone thinking the phone's ringing, but it's just notification. So I finally had to turn it off. But now I'm so paranoid I'm missing something. So I still check my phone every 2 minutes, I feel like, to see if there's something new I need to engage with.
but I love
Engagement's a
that.
huge thing.
Mhm.
Can't expect people to engage with you if you don't interact and show them that you appreciate the comments that they post, the engagement that they give you. I respond to every single person who leaves a comment and private messages me unless it goes to my spam folder. I'm scared to open up the spam folder. I'm scared to open it to see what's in there. But engagement is a huge thing, and that's what I tell everyone. Instagram encourages and rewards you for engaging.
Mhm.
They really do. That's the key to social media is engagement.
Oh my goodness, I love it. It's such gems. I know you guys are all hearing this right now. So if you're listening in ear range, give us a thumb up, a like, a love, all the things. And of course, support Bradley and all the things. Follow him on Instagram if you don't already. TikTok also is becoming a thing for you. I saw that in your bio feed as well.
I've been doing TikTok for a while, but they said they were going to get rid of TikTok. So I kind of stopped doing TikTok. I've got to go back because TikTok is not going anywhere. So
Yeah,
I
I can see
will
what
post some videos back on there.
all right. I love that. Okay, so I hear another comment, another question. Do you have a particular way you brainstorm or get your creative juices flowing?
First, you've got to consider what the brand is if you're promoting a business. And then you've got to think of ways that's going to engage with your audience the best. And, people love learning things. That's why I've started showing people how to make the floral arrangements because they love you teaching. So I
Mhm.
try to do a mixture of stuff, personal life, teaching people something, and showing people my favorite spots to shop, eat, to travel to. And once you start getting all that all that figured out, then you can slowly realize that, what, this is who I am and this is the spot that I want to stay in as an influencer or blogger or social media personality. Because I somewhat consider myself more of a social media personality that is an influencer.
Yes.
So, it all depends on what you're promoting, what you're trying to influence people to do or see or eat. And then you slowly will start realizing what you should do to promote that brand or the restaurant or the city.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
I
then
love
once you start getting on a regular flow, then you start realizing, I need to post once or twice a week on my feed. Keep stories going 24/7, which I do. And then I post once or twice a week on my feed. I do not want to overwhelm people with videos all day long, every day. I want to show people there's one or two videos a day that you can watch showing me or teaching you or showing you where to go to eat or to shop. And then you get onto that regular schedule and Instagram remembers your algorithm.
mm. I love that. Getting in a rhythm of leaning on stories versus just posts is a great strategy. It definitely has paid dividends for us as we lean more on stories and less on actual posts. I had a question or suggestions on like ways that we can be better as creatives overall. Do you have any insight overall as just any type of influencers or certain type of things you want to keep some key pointers for?
Try to only select jobs from places that you're passionate about,
Mm,
places that you really love, places that you really like to shop at, and then your influencing becomes more authentic. Don't be taking jobs just because it's money. Take jobs because you're passionate about it, or you really enjoy going there, or you really do like going there once a week to eat your food. Select things that are truly authentic.
I love that answer. Authenticity, y'all. That's the key to all of this. I know that seems like a buzzword or people use that all the time. Be authentic, but what does that really look like? And I love that you described that, Bradley, as places that you already support innately. Again, not chasing the paper, but literally going after your passions and displaying those in real life.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. So you guys have more questions, keep pouring them into comments. I love that you guys are all interacting here. I've got so many compliments here. Let's see here. You are the best at supporting others. Oh, I love it. It's like a little Valentine.
Try really hard. And I love supporting other people like they support me.
Yes. I'm so for it. Okay, next question. We have a question from the audience. We had a preset question. How to get or request analytics from the partner post collaboration?
Post collaboration, Instagram shows you every single little detail now, down to the watch time. Not only views, but it will show you how many minutes and hours that your video has been seen. So prior to that, if someone wants to know analytics, you just screenshot it or, copy it down and then send it to them, and then they will have all that. Instagram's become really good about showing every little detail of how your reel is doing. Shares, like the summit, not the talking about the shop now, but the shopping one has been seen over 13,000 hours.
Wow.
And the newest video has been seen like 1,400 hours, but the one prior to that has been seen 13,000 hours worth of view time.
Hmm.
And that's all you need is to just look at your analytics on your insights, and it will show you everything that a person who's looking to hire you needs to know. And shares is a huge thing.
Absolutely. Shares is so important here. So, to kind of clarify a little bit further on that one, how do we as creators make this more of a standard practice? Because a lot of times, a lot of influencers don't do that level of work. Is it becoming more and more of a standard practice to provide this information? And how do we make that an expectation that it's a mutual sharing of information?
Mhm. I will have the analytics if they ask for them, but on my page, you can even click the little video thing and it will show you how many views and everything it's gotten.
Mhm.
All this stuff, if a business has already investigated you, will find out that your videos have been shared 1,000 times each. Your videos has been seen 100,000 times. You've got huge engagement with comments. You've got likes. You've got all that stuff. So if a business is, truly about analytics, they will know what your analytics is before they even ask you,
I love
because
it.
all of it is there for anybody to see on your page.
Yes.
Views will be there. Yeah.
I so love this, and this is the part where I feel like it gets it gets technical, yes, but that's
Mhm.
another big part of doing this type of marketing, right? Influencer marketing. There's both this part in front of the camera and all the work behind the camera that we don't even get credit for in a lot of areas. So if you're out there and you're focused on those numbers, keep shining. It does pay off, I promise.
I worked for a year before I even got paid.
Mm,
I was going to go do this, and I knew that being back in Lexington, I had to show people that my engagement's great, that I really do care, that I'm passionate about my job, and that I will bend over backwards for my clients. And then once they start seeing all that and start seeing, well, this person has great engagement, this person, da da da, then they start actually offering you pay. So it took a year before I even got paid for a job.
Oh,
You
wow.
have to pay your dues. And I paid mine.
Yes, I love this. Wonderful. Bradley, I absolutely love this conversation. I do want to be mindful of your time. If you have any other questions out there, y'all, put them in the comments now because we're going to wrap this up really soon. I just want to always keep promoting and shining. You are our 2023 Kentucky Creative of the Year, and that is our highest award that you can get through Kentucky Creatives. So I am so honored always when this actually happened. I love this part because voting doesn't take place from my end. It comes from all of you, and all of you in this space voted for Bradley to be that person. I could not think of a better person, better creative to do this than Bradley. So I'm so thankful for your time today.
We are so lucky to have Kentucky Creatives and have this program and group to show everybody and get together and promote businesses together. Danielle, you have done a great job, and we're so lucky to have you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap this up on time. Woohoo! Thanks everyone for tuning in today. Let us know whom you'd be interested to have in this seat next, or if you think you are ready to take the virtual KYC Meetup hot seat. As always, we're in the business of putting local makers with local shakers, and we're always encouraging you to keep creating, Kentucky. We'll see you next time.
Bye.